Okay. Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Very good evening Preeti, very good evening Kavya. Hope you all are doing well. Good evening everybody. So are we ready with today's chapter? Hello Priya. Good evening. Hi Amu. Good evening Nityashri. How are you all doing? Is everything going well at your end? ரொம்ப நல்ல ரொம்ப நல்ல இருக்கு. All right. So today we have to start with chapter number 4. Yes, everybody. Chapter number 4 is related to price determination in different markets. Good, absolutely fine. Thank you for asking, Preeti. I hope you all are done with chapter number 3 and you have no doubts. First of all, I'd like to take a couple of minutes to ask you if you want me to help you with any of the doubts of chapter number 3 that we completed in yesterday's class. Sure. Does anybody have a doubt in whatever we have done? Good evening, Muguthan. Chalo, do we have any doubts, any questions, any queries? Reply in the chat box. Hello to one and all. Very good evening. So one of the most important chapters that we are going to start today is by the name of price determination in different forms of market. So beta, what do you mean by the word market? Okay, I'll wait for another minute or two. If you have any doubts, questions or queries. No doubts. That's wonderful, Preeti. That's wonderful, Amu. So what do you mean by a market, dear students? Can I say market is an arrangement where there are buyers and sellers who can meet either directly or indirectly to buy and sell goods. So what are the components of a market? There should be existence of a commodity, there should be buyers and sellers. There should be a price for a commodity wherein the people can bargain over a commodity, and there should be knowledge about a product. So whenever we talk about a market, market is categorized into 5 components. There should be buyer and seller, there should be existence of a commodity. There has to be an economic activity, therefore there needs to be a price. On price, we need to talk about bargain, and then we need to also talk about something called as perfect knowledge on the part of buyers and sellers about the commodity. Yes or no? Yes. So Preeti, is market necessarily a place? It may or may not be a place because market is an arrangement. So market can be online also. Amazon is a platform where there is buyer, seller selling goods. So market may or may not be a place. Are we clear with that? Now market is classified into multiple categories. First of all, we can say that market can be on the basis of area. Then market can be on the basis of time. Then we talk about market can be on the basis of regulation, nature of transaction, and on the basis of volume of sales. So all these are pretty simple concepts for you to understand. It should not be a problem. Now market, what are we going to study in detail? Is the market which is on the basis of number of sellers. So when you talk about number of sellers, beta, under the number of sellers, if we have single seller, then we call it as monopoly. If there are more than one sellers, duopoly is two sellers. Hello Hemant. Then there is oligopoly. Oligopoly means a few sellers. So one seller monopoly, two sellers duopoly, three sellers triopoly, four seller chogmopoly, five seller pachmopoly. Do me a favor, let's play holy. No, no. If there are more than two sellers, then we call it as oligopoly. Then many sellers selling close substitutes, then we call it as monopolistic competition. And finally, beta, if there is large number of sellers selling a homogeneous commodity, then we call it as perfect competition. So today we need to start with the concept called as revenue. Now revenue can be understood in two subparts. Either we can study revenue under perfect competition, or we can study revenue under imperfect competition. Yes or no, dear students? Are we now clear? Are you all understanding? Yes, Nityashri. So whenever you talk about revenue, there are two aspects. Either there is perfect competition or there is imperfect competition. Now under perfect competition, we call the firm as a price taker, which means the firm cannot determine the price, it can only determine output. So a firm under perfect competition is called as a price taker. This price taking firm cannot determine the price, but it can definitely determine the output. Whereas imperfect competition is called as price maker. So at one point of time we have a price taker, on another we have a price maker. Now when I talk about price maker, if you determine price, you cannot determine output, and if you determine output, you cannot determine the price. So either price or output can be determined by a firm under imperfect competition. So beta, on one hand price taker, on another hand price maker. My wife is undertaker. No, no, that was a joke. If she sees, then I am dead today. Choke slam. So now when I talk about perfect competition, beta, tell me, under perfect competition, does price vary or remains constant? Since firm is a price taker, hey beta, is everybody able to see the screen properly? Is the screen proper, clear? Are you all able to see it? No problem, Nityashri, but I think there is probably some network issue at your end because nobody else has this problem. So I'm asking if everybody is able to see the screen properly, clearly. Yes, everybody else on the in YouTube. Okay, now clear. So I think Nityashri, there is some issue that you are facing with respect to internet, because everybody else, I believe, are able to see the screen clearly. Okay. Before it was blur. Now it is not. No. My video is blur. Now am I clear? Shall we go ahead? So under a price taker, if we multiply price with quantity, we will get total revenue. Then we can find marginal revenue and we can calculate average revenue. So what is the formula for total revenue? Whenever we talk about the formula for total revenue, we say TR is equal to price into quantity. Then marginal revenue of N is equal to TR of N minus TR of N minus 1, or MR is equal to delta TR upon delta output. Marginal is the additional or the change in total revenue. Then we need to find average revenue as well. So average revenue is total revenue divided by output. Now, in a perfectly competitive market, the prices are constant. So I am assuming that you are a price taker and the prices remain constant for all levels of output. Dhoni is my favorite player. So let's stop at Thala. Thala for a reason. So 10 and 7. 10 is the price and the output that we are selling is 7. So can you tell me what are the values of total revenue? Yes, everybody. Total revenue over here, 10 into 0 is 0. Then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So what is happening to total revenue? Total revenue is rising at a constant rate. So total revenue curve is an upward sloping curve rising at constant rate. Therefore, it is a linear curve. And this becomes my TR. Now I need to find marginal revenue. Marginal is the change in total. So 10, then 20. Beta, marginal revenue is the change in total. So 10 minus 0 is 10. 20 minus 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, bend 10. So marginal revenue is constant. Now we have average revenue. Average revenue is total revenue divided by Q. So 10 divided by 1, 10. 20 divided by 2, again 10. And if you calculate, you will again get all the numbers as 10. Constant, absolutely correct, Preeti. So under perfect competition, price is equal to AR is equal to MR. The price column is the same as MR. as well as AR. So under perfectly competitive market, price is equal to AR is equal to MR. We can also say that MR curve is equal to AR curve if you want a relationship between MR and AR. Now, who determines the price under perfectly competitive market? So under a perfectly competitive market, we have industry and we have a firm. Industry is the price maker, whereas firm is the price taker. So all the firms together collectively will determine the price. So this is a downward sloping demand curve. This is an upward sloping supply curve. Then we have equilibrium price and quantity. Now, this is the price which is determined by the industry, which will be further accepted by the firm. So, whatever the price is determined by the industry. Now, this price will be accepted. So this is price which is equal to AR which is equal to MR. So the demand curve for industry is downward sloping. But the demand curve for firm is a horizontal line. Yes, Preeti, absolutely correct. It is a horizontal line parallel to x axis. Now, when you get a horizontal line parallel to x axis, that means it is perfectly elastic. And if it is perfectly elastic, it means E is equal to infinite. Yes or no? Are we all clear? Have you all understood? So whatever we have done on the left hand side is the part of perfect competition. But do we only have perfect competition? No, we have imperfect competition as well. So under imperfect competition, if I write price, quantity, total revenue, marginal revenue, average revenue. Yes. Now, under imperfect competition, prices do not remain the same. So, prices will fall to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, price into quantity is your total revenue. So, total revenue is 0, 10, 18, 24, 28, 30, again a 30, and then 28. So, what is happening to total revenue? Total revenue is increasing but at a diminishing rate. Then it becomes constant and then it falls. So this is my total revenue curve. Initially it rises at a diminishing rate. Then it becomes, chalo everybody, what does it become? Then it becomes constant. and finally it falls down. This is your total revenue curve. Now, what is the marginal revenue? If I have to talk about marginal revenue, it is the change in total revenue. So 10 minus 0 is 10, 18 minus 10 is 8, 6, 4, 2, 0 and minus 2. So marginal revenue is constantly falling. It is positive, 0 and negative. Now what is average revenue? Average revenue is total revenue divided by output. So 10 divided by 1, 10. 18 divided by 2, 9. 24 divided by 3, 8. And so on, we get the AR curve. So what is the conclusion that you can draw? Under perfect competition, imperfect competition, price is equal to AR only. So here we get price is equal to AR. And beta, AR and MR are not the same. If you compare AR and MR, we say that MR is less than AR. Or you can also write AR is greater than MR. Yes or no? Are you all there? Are you all understanding? Are you all sure? Is everybody clear? Chalo, everybody give me a reply in the chat box if you are understanding. Tell me lovely. Are we understanding this? Yes, Faridul, thank you. Okay, Preeti. So now we need to draw the MR and AR curve. Now we need to understand that when TR is maximum, MR is 0. So here MR will be 0. MR curve continuously falls, becomes 0 and then becomes negative. So here MR is positive, here MR is 0 and here MR is negative. Now we need to draw AR curve and we know that AR is greater than MR. So AR curve will be above the MR curve. This is my AR curve and we know that AR is greater than MR just by looking at the diagram. So Amu, can I say that TR's formula is P into Q? So AR is equal to P into Q upon Q. Q matching. Therefore, AR is also called as price curve. So whatever competition you are in, AR and price are the same. See over here also, price is equal to AR and here also price is equal to AR. So what is the difference beta? Very important. We are understanding the concept of revenue. Revenue can be understood under perfect competition as well as imperfect. Perfect competition, the firm is a price taker. Imperfect, the firm is a price maker. Under perfect competition, I can only determine output, I cannot determine price. So if I want to double my revenue, then I need to double my quantity. Under perfect competition, I cannot change the price, I cannot advertise the product, I cannot improve the quality of product, because perfect competition sells homogeneous commodity. So if I want to increase my revenue by 2 times, what can I do? Increase the output by 2 times. If I want to increase the revenue by 4 times, what can I do? I can increase the output by 4 times. I cannot determine the price. Whereas under imperfect competition, if I determine price, I cannot determine output. If I determine output, then I cannot determine the price. So perfect competition is a price taker. Imperfect is a price maker. Under perfect competition, price is equal to AR is equal to MR. But under imperfect competition, price is only equal to AR. Under perfect competition, MR is equal to AR. But under imperfect competition, MR, AR are not the same. AR is greater than MR. Under perfect competition, the curve is a linear curve rising upward, rising at a constant rate. Whereas under imperfect competition, MR curve is a non-linear curve. First it rises at a constant rate, then becomes constant, and then it falls. Under perfect competition, MR and AR curve are horizontal lines, whereas under imperfect competition, MR and AR curves are downward sloping. So the only similarity between perfect and imperfect competition is that price is equal to AR. Yeah, are we clear? Have you all understood? Are we clear with the difference between perfect and imperfect competition? Yes, बच्चा लोग. Done, 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 done. So, beta, when MR is positive, TR is rising at a diminishing rate. When MR is 0, TR is maximum. When MR is negative, TR falls. So there is a relationship between MR and TR also. Now, why can't a firm determine price under perfect competition? Because can individual firm affect the entire market? Can one firm influence all the other sellers in the market? The answer is no. So under perfect competition, a firm cannot determine the price because it alone cannot influence the market decisions. All right, I hope we all are clear. Now, why only today, Vasant? Don't I do it every day? Yes, Priyanka. All right. So the next concept that we need to study is by the name of profit maximizing. Yes, Priyanka, your notes will be uploaded on the app. Level of output. And what is the profit maximizing level of output? For this, we study MR MC approach. So profit maximizing level of output is also called as equilibrium level of output, or it is profit maximizing level of output. So we have only one concept, that is the MR and MC approach. For that, we will have to study under both perfect competition as well as imperfect competition. So there is perfect as well as imperfect competition. Now, under perfect competition and imperfect competition, the TR curve will change. Total revenue curve under perfect competition is a linear curve, whereas under imperfect competition, it's a non-linear curve. A yes or no? We just now studied this under perfect competition and under imperfect competition. The difference between TR curve is one is linear, one is non-linear. But yesterday we had done total cost curve. Total cost curve cannot start from the origin. It will start from a point above the origin and it is inverted S-shaped curve. So this is my total cost. Now I have a question. Will you produce in this red color area which is marked? Tell me in the chat box. Shall we produce in this red color area? Yes, I am waiting for your reply. Yes, everybody. Should we be producing in this red color area? Because in this red color area, total cost is above, total revenue is below. So cost is greater than revenue. If cost is greater than revenue, then we should not be manufacturing over here. Yes or no? Oops. I have to make you understand MRMC approach. So sorry. I made total revenue and total cost curve. So my bad. So marginal revenue curve. Marginal revenue curve under perfect competition is a horizontal line. And marginal revenue curve is a downward sloping curve. Yes or no? See, the MR curve under perfect competition is a horizontal line, whereas MR curve under imperfect competition is a downward sloping curve. MC curve is a U-shaped curve. And now I should be asking you the question, should we manufacture at a point where I have marked it in red color? Yes, dear students, are you all there with me? In the red color area, cost is greater than revenue. If cost is greater than revenue, it means we will incur a loss. So where should we stop our production? Should I stop my production at point A? Should I stop my production at point B? Where should we stop our production? What is the profit maximizing level of output? See, before point A, I have not even tasted the profits. Yes or no? before touching point A, we don't even know what are the profits. What is a profit? We have not even tested. At point A, can I say MR is equal to MC? That means revenue is equal to cost. So at A also I have not tested profits. Now once that I have started testing profits, I will grab all the possible profits till point B. A yes or no? Because at point B, can I say this is marginal? So marginal revenue minus marginal cost, I will produce till the point B. I know this looks like a DNA diagram, but it is a part of our economics. Yes, dear students. So what is the condition? Condition number one, MR should be equal to MC and MC curve should cut the MR curve from below. Yes, dear students. Do you agree? So what are the two conditions under MR and MC approach? Condition number one, MC curve and MR curve should be equal. If MR is equal to MC, sir, MR equal to MC is at 2 points, at point A also and point B also. But at point A, we have not tested profits, Vasant. And at point B, we have collected the entire profits. So where should you stop? Should you stop at point A? Or should you stop at point B? Yes, dear students, tell me what is your answer. Can I have a reply in the chat box, please, everybody? Yeah, are you all there? Can I have a reply in the chat box? Shall I go ahead to the next concept? Should I wait? Do you have a doubt? Yes, Vasant. Can you reply in the chat box? Very good, Manoj. Very good, Faridul. Very good, Preeti. Now, the next concept that we need to study is by the name of profits. Profits is AR minus AC. Now, if I tell you, okay, Vasant, wonderful. AR is called as price, AC is cost. So, what is the formula for profit? Profit is equal to price minus cost. So AR curve is called as the price curve. AC curve is called as the cost curve. Yes or no? So for determining profits, we will take the help of AR and AC curve. Chalo everybody, for determining profits, we will take the help of AR and AC. So let us assume that my average total cost is equal to AFC plus AVC. Your average total cost is for manufacturing one AC rupees 20,000. Fixed cost is 8,000 and variable cost is 12,000. Can fixed cost be zero? Even if production is stopped, the producer will have to bear a cost of rupees 8,000 in the form of fixed cost. Yes or no? So average cost is 20,000, average fixed cost is 8,000, and average variable cost is 12,000. Now, if I tell you there are multiple possibilities, so I'll write down case, then I will write down AR, AC, comparison between AR and AC, and what is the kind of profit or loss. So under case number 1, suppose if my revenue is 30,000, my cost is 20,000, then what is greater than what? AR is greater than AC. My revenue is greater than my cost. If my revenue is greater than my cost, we call it as super normal profit. Yes, dear students, do you agree? So if AR is greater than AC, we call it as super normal profit. Now the second possibility, that my average revenue is 20,000. My average cost is also 20,000, which means AR is equal to AC, and there is zero profit. So 20,000 minus 20,000 is zero. But I have inserted a dash to explain that. Now we can have two types of profits, either accounting profit or economic profit. So for that you need to know what we did in yesterday's class. So let me give you an example. Suppose your total revenue is 1 lakh. Your explicit cost is equal to 70,000. Explicit cost is that cost which is recorded in the books of accounts. It is for factors of production which are hired. Then we also study implicit cost. Let's say that implicit cost is 10,000, not recorded in the books of accounts because the factors of production are owned. This is the money that you could have earned but not earned. So if I have to find profit, there are two types of profit. Number one, accounting profit. Beta, accounting profit is equal to TR minus TC, but only explicit cost, because I have used the word accounting. Accounting means only explicit. So my total revenue is 1 lakh. My total cost of explicit is 70,000. So my accounting profit is equal to 30,000. Now if I have to calculate economic profit, economic profit is also total revenue minus total cost. But since you are using the word economic, economic means both explicit plus implicit cost. A yes or no? Absolutely correct, Preeti. So my total revenue is 1 lakh. My explicit plus implicit cost is 80,000. Total revenue minus total cost, explicit plus implicit. My revenue minus cost is 20,000. Now this is my economic profit. So what did you understand? That accounting profits are always greater than economic profits, or economic profits are lesser than accounting profits, because under economic profits we have economic cost. Economic costs include both explicit as well as implicit cost. Yes or no? Understanding or not understanding? Clear, cannot clear. So tell me, over here 20,000 minus 20,000, I have written 0, but in my average cost there are implicit costs, so I should be writing the word 0 economic profit, because I have considered explicit as well as implicit. Now what is the third possibility? I have earned 15,000. My cost is 20,000. So average cost is greater than average revenue is greater than average variable cost. So see, if I shut down my business, if I stop manufacturing, I will have to bear fixed cost of rupees 8,000. But if I continue to operate, then I will be able to minimize my loss, because my loss will be only 5,000. So my loss is 8,000 if I stop manufacturing. My loss is 5,000 if I continue to operate. Then what is your suggestion? Should I earn a loss of rupees 8,000, or should I earn a loss of rupees 5,000? What is your recommendation? So when I earn 15,000, not only am I able to recover my variable cost, but I am also able to recover some part of my fixed cost. So as a producer, I should be continuing to operate in the short run, because there will be sub normal profit. Yes or no? Clear or not clear? So 5,000, Priya. But if I stop manufacturing, will my loss be 0? If I stop manufacturing, I will still have to bear a cost. And that cost is fixed cost. Fixed cost cannot be 0. So it's better to earn a loss of rupees 5,000 rather than earning the loss of rupees 8,000. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is the producer should continue to produce till the time he is able to recover his variable cost. As soon as the producer stops recovering his variable cost, sorry, as soon as the producer is not able to recover his variable cost, then he should stop manufacturing. So since the producer is able to recover variable cost and some part of fixed cost, so he should continue. Now what is the next possibility? The next possibility is, I have earned 12,000. My revenue is 20,000. So average cost is greater than average revenue. But average revenue is equal to average variable cost. which means we are only able to recover our variable cost. We are not able to recover our fixed cost. So producer may or may not choose to continue. This is called as maximum bearable loss. So Vasant, if you shut down or if you stop manufacturing, your loss will be 8,000, yes or no? Because whether you produce or not, you will have to bear a loss of rupees 8,000, which is fixed cost. Fixed cost cannot be zero. Yes or no, Vasant? Shall I go ahead? Are you clear till here? So if I continue to produce, my loss is 5,000. 20 minus 15, 5. If I stop producing, then my loss is 8,000. So what is better, Vasant? To earn a loss of rupees 8,000 or to earn a loss of rupees 5,000? So as long as the producer is able to recover variable cost, the producer should continue to operate because it helps him in minimizing his losses. बोलो बराबर के not clear, understood or not understood. And the fifth case, I have earned only 11,000. Cost is 20,000. AC is greater than AR, but AR is less than AVC. Or you can write AC is greater than AVC is greater than AR, which means you are not even able to recover your variable cost. If you are not able to recover your variable cost, then this is called as your shutdown point. So case number 4 and 5, you can shut down at both. So from MCQ point of view, case number 4 and 5, both are considered as the shutdown, because you are not even able to recover your variable cost, which means you will have to bear extra loss. Now if you stop manufacturing, then your loss will be 8,000. If you stop manufacturing, then your loss will be 8,000. But if you continue to operate, if you continue to produce, then your loss will be only 9,000, which is more. So should you be operating at level 5, case number 5? The answer is no, you should shut down. So what is the conclusion of whatever I have discussed? As long as the producer is able to recover his variable cost, he should continue to operate. As soon as the producer stops recovering his variable cost, it's time for him to shut down. A yes or no? Are we clear? Everybody reply in the chat box if yes or no. Vasant, where do you say stay? Yesterday also there were rains. Today also there are rains. In Mumbai there are no rains. So are you from Chennai or you are from other part? Thank you Faridul. Thank you Manoj. Thank you Nityashri. What about others? Okay, so you are from Chennai only, no? So in Chennai it's raining right now. Even if you are not from Haiku, it is absolutely okay. So in Chennai, are there rains? Anyway, so now we will start with perfect competition. Under perfect competition, we will discuss about profits. Okay, Vasant. First, we will discuss it in the short run. Then we will discuss it in the long run. I hope rains arrive in Mumbai too. It's getting terribly hot in Mumbai. So now, what are the features of perfect competition? Can I say under perfect competition, there are large number of buyers, large number of sellers selling a homogeneous commodity for a single uniform price where there is free entry and free exit. The government's interference is not found. There is a laissez-faire economy. No government intervention, no transportation cost, no advertisement cost, no selling cost because you are selling a homogeneous product. All these are the features of perfect competition. So what are the features, everybody? Large number of buyers and sellers selling a homogeneous commodity, single uniform price, free entry and free exit. The producer sells perfect substitutes. Then there is no government interference. There is perfect knowledge about the market. No transportation cost, no selling cost. These are few features of perfect competition. Now, how do we determine profits under perfect competition? So we will have to follow certain steps. Step number one, draw the MR and MC curve. MR and MC curve give us profit maximizing level of output, PMLO. What is PMLO? Profit maximizing level of output is called as PMLO. LMNOP? No, no, PMLO. Now, wherever MR is equal to MC, we will draw a red line down, a red line above Lal Dandi. See, red is called as Lal. Line is called as Dandi. So, Lal Dandi नीचे, Lal Dandi ऊपर, Dandi का नाम EQ. So, dear students, what is your step number one? Draw the MR and the MC curve such that MC curve cuts the MR curve from below. Step number two, drop a lal red line down, draw a red line up. Red means lal, line means dandi. So what did I say? Lal dandi niche, lal dandi upar. Niche means down, upar means up. Then draw AR and AC. So under perfect competition, MR is equal to AR. And now let us assume that AR and AC are in a relationship. If AR and AC are in relationship, can I say their roads will cross every day? So this is my AC curve, minimum point on the MC curve, and then it starts to rise. So step number one, black color, draw the MRMC. Step number two, red color, equilibrium dandi. Step number three, draw the AR and AC curve. What am I assuming? There is an affair between AR and AC. If there is an affair between AR and AC, their roads will cross every day. Step number 4. On the red line, this is my AR. This is my AC. So this is my price. This is my cost. AR is greater than AC. A yes or no? So total how many steps? 4. Black color, red color, blue color, green color. Black color is MR and MC. Red color is red line at the point of intersection. Blue color is draw the AR and AC, and green color is compare AR and AC on the red line, because that is the level of output that we are manufacturing or producing. And when we compare, this area is super normal profit. But there is not one possibility. There are multiple possibilities. So let us again follow the step. Step number 1, draw the MR curve and the MC curve such that MC curve cuts the MR curve from below. Wherever MR and MC intersect each other, लाल डंडी नीचे, लाल डंडी ऊपर, डंडी का नाम EQ. So we need to draw a red line below, red line above, and we will name this red line as EQ. Step number 3 is to draw the AR and AC curve. The MR curve is the AR curve. Now beta, AR and AC had a breakup, and therefore they meet for the last time. Earlier they were in a relationship, so their roads were crossing every day. Now AR and AC, there is a breakup. So this is your puppy, Jappi and Kalti. AC curve touches the AR curve at point E. AR is now step number 4. On the red line, compare AR and AC. On the red line, compare AR and AC. If you compare AR and AC, both are at point E. So AR is equal to AC. A yes or no? Then case number 3. Again follow the 4 steps. Yeah, are you all there? Are you all understanding? Are we clear? Shall I go ahead? Step number 1. Draw the MR curve and the MC curve such that MC curve cuts the MR curve from below. Step number 2. Draw the red line. Red line below, red line above. We need to name it as EQ. Step number 3. The MR curve is the AR curve. Draw the AR and AC curve. Now, AR, AC, break up, AC has gone far away. So AC goes away from AR. Then AR says, if not AC, I will have an affair with AVC. So now in our season comes AVC. Now AR and AVC have an affair. If AR and ABC have an affair, their roads will cross every day. Step number 4, compare it on the red line. So on the red line we first have AC, then on the red line we have AR, then we have AVC. So this is our third case, subnormal profits. Yes or no? AR is bad, romba bad. I would have used another word, but right now this is getting streamed, so I cannot use that word. So AR first having affair with AC, now AR having affair with AVC. Now imagine there is another breakup. So season 4. In season 4, AR does not have an affair with AVC also. There is a breakup. Step number 1. Draw the MR curve. Step number 2. First, step number 1, draw the MR and the MC curve such that MC curve cuts the MR curve from below at the point of intersection. लाल डंडी नीचे, लाल डंडी ऊपर, डंडी का नाम EQ. Step number 3, MR is equal to AR. Vasant, are you there? Are you understanding? Then we need to draw AC now. AC already has a breakup. So AC is far away. Now AR and AVC meet for the last time. So this is your AVC, touches AR and then goes up. This is your AVC. A yes or no? Now step number 4, comparison is on the red line. So on the red line we have AC greater than AR but equal to AVC. A yes or no? Clear or not clear? Understood or not understood? Now your step number, your season number 5. Vasant, AC is far away. So AC is above AR curve. And now you are in a relationship with AVC. So AVC will go from below. So basically whatever we did above in the cases, we are showcasing in the diagram. Okay, Vasant. So on the red line, you compare. This is your AC curve. This is your AR curve. And this point is your AVC curve. So AC is greater than AR is greater than AVC. Moving to season 5. Step number 1. Draw the MR and the MC curve such that MC curve cuts the MR curve from below. Step number 2. लाल डंडी नीचे, लाल डंडी ऊपर, डंडी का नाम EQ. Step number 3, draw the MR and AR curve are the same. Draw the AR and AC. Now AC is also far away. And AVC also has a breakup. So both the curves are above the AR curve. Step number 4. On the red line, mark with green dots. First, AC greater than AVC is greater than AR. Bolo, are we all clear? Have you all understood? Any questions? So basically, whatever we did in the above table, AR greater than AC, AR equal to AC, is the same thing that we have shown in the diagram. Now these diagrams are for short run. Similarly, can I say there can be perfect competition in the long run? We will talk about profits. So in the long run, there will be only one possibility, that is zero economic profit or normal profits. So in the long run, AR should be equal to AC. So basically the second case that we drew over here is applicable not only for short run but also for long run, because in the long run there is free entry and free exit. So if there is free entry and free exit, because of free entry and free exit, the producer wishes to earn supernormal profit because he wants to earn supernormal profit. But if there are people who enter the market, then competition will increase. If competition increases, then your profits will get reduced to normal profits. So in the long run, the producer earns perfect in the perfect competition earns a normal or zero economic profit. Vasant, I have shown the diagram. Do you have a doubt in fifth diagram? In the fifth diagram, AC and AVC curves both should be above the AR curve on the red line. So AC is greater than AVC is greater than AR, which means we are not even able to recover our variable cost. And if you are not able to recover your variable cost, then you should shut down. Understood? Clear? So let's quickly go through certain aspects of chapter number 4. So what are the elements of market? We are already done. There should be a buyer and seller, product, bargain, price, and perfect knowledge. Types of market we know: perfect competition, monopolistic competition, monopoly, and oligopoly. Revenue we are already done with: total revenue, average revenue, marginal revenue, along with formulas. Then we are done with equilibrium point for the firm. MR should be equal to MC, and MC curve should cut the MR curve from. No, you will get it at HiQ app, Preeti. You will, yes. Now these are the features of perfect competition which we already know. Large number of buyers and sellers. No transportation cost. Price taker product is homogeneous. Uniform price. free entry, lack of preference because every commodity is a homogeneous commodity, perfect knowledge and perfect mobility of factors of production. Then we studied all the 5 cases. This is AR greater than AC. This is AR equal to AC. And this is AC greater than AR. In the long run, we will earn normal profits. So in the long run, AR is equal to AC. Now we have monopoly. Beta, monopoly means a single seller alone to sell. Monopoly is called as a monopolist, or he may be even termed as monopolistic. But you cannot use the word competition. So monopoly, monopolist and monopolistic, all are the names for monopoly. Single seller, firm and industry are the same. There are entry restrictions, there are barriers to entry. Then there are entry restrictions. So there are entry restrictions and the elasticity of demand. Beta, can I say the demand is relatively elastic ke inelastic? Monopoly sells a commodity which does not have any close substitutes. So if you don't have close substitute, E is less than 1 and curve is a steeper curve. Now if you have to draw this diagram, chalo, on the EQ line, can I say this is your red line? So on the red line, this is your AR curve. This is your AC curve. Preeti, monopoly and monopolistic competition are different. Monopoly can be also termed as monopolistic. Okay, Preeti. So if you use the word competition, then it will differ. So what did you observe? Over here, AR is greater than AC. If AR is greater than AC, it is supernormal profit. Whereas in this diagram, AC curve is above and price curve is below. So AC is greater than AR. That means it will result into losses. A monopoly in the long run will earn super normal profits. Why will a monopoly in the long run earn super normal profits? Because there are entry barriers, there are exit barriers. No one can freely enter the market, no one can freely exit the market. So ये गांव मेरा है और यहाँ का जयकांत शिकरे मैं. So this village belongs to me and I am the Jaikan Shikre Singham. So basically I will earn super normal profits because there are entry and exit barriers. Now this was for monopoly. Monopoly has a power to discriminate prices. charging different prices to different consumers for the same commodity. Charging different prices to different consumers for the same commodity. Then under price discrimination, there is first degree, there is second degree, and there is third degree. First degree, there is no consumer surplus. Second degree, there is a partial consumer surplus. And under the third degree, it is based on location or elasticity of demand. So total how many degrees are there to price discrimination? Price discrimination means charging different prices to different consumers for the same commodity. There are 3 degrees: first degree, second degree, and the third degree. Next comes monopolistic competition. Under monopolistic competition, we have close substitutes, we have heterogeneous goods, or we call it as differentiated products. So there are large number of buyers and sellers, there is free entry and exit, there is product differentiation, there is a non-price competition, imperfect mobility of factors of production, AR and MR curves. Can I say because the goods are substitutes, E will be greater than 1. If E is greater than 1, it means the curves will be relatively elastic and the curve is a flatter curve. So over here also, what do you observe? In case number 1, the output is red line. On this red line, this is my price, this is my cost. So AR is greater than AC. If AR is greater than AC, we call it as supernormal profit. Then in the second diagram, on this red line, we have price, we have cost. Price is above cost. Therefore, we will term it AR is equal or less than AC. Which is loss. And in the long run, can I say of monopolistic competition, we have free entry and free exit. So under monopolistic competition, there is a free entry and a free exit, because of which the producer earns a normal profit. So this is my revenue, this is my cost. Price and cost are the same, which means AR is equal to AC. If AR is equal to AC, we call it as normal profit. Yes or no? Are we all clear? Have you all understood? Is there any question, query, or doubt that you have? So till now we have completed perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition. And finally, under oligopoly, there are few sellers. There is a lot of interdependence. Preeti, normal profits in perfect competition. Zero economic profit. because under perfect competition also there is free entry and free exit. So if there is free entry and free exit, then we earn normal profits. Only monopoly can earn supernormal profit in the long run. Okay, Preeti. Very good, Vasant. So there are few sellers under oligopoly. Then there is a lot of interdependence. There is an advertisement or a selling cost. We talk about the behavior of the group, and the curve that we get is a kinged demand curve. Kinged demand curve, the above part is flatter, the below part is steeper. Flatter means E is greater than 1. Steeper means E is less than 1. Under flatter, we say that demand is relatively elastic, and below the kink, the demand is relatively inelastic. So the curve that you get under oligopoly is a kinked demand curve. The above part is flatter, the below part is steeper. Chalo, are we clear? Have we understood? Any questions, any queries, any doubts? Under king demand curve, we get price rigidity. So this point is called as the price rigidity. This concept was given by an economist by the name of Paul Sweezy. So now under this we have unit number 2, where we determine the equilibrium price. So I will draw a few diagrams for you to see whether you understand it or not. Let us say that in case number 1, demand increases, supply remains constant. In case number 2, demand decreases, supply remains constant. So what do we do first? We are trying to determine the equilibrium price. Yes, everybody. What are we trying to find? Is the equilibrium price. How do we determine the equilibrium price? At the intersection of demand curve and supply curve. So downward sloping demand curve, upward sloping supply curve. Wherever both intersect is the equilibrium price and quantity. Now they have said that demand increases. Any increase is towards the right. So this is D1. At D1, this is your price P1, quantity Q1, price increases, quantity also increases. This is your case number 1. Now under case number 2, we will again draw demand curve downward sloping, supply curve upward sloping. Wherever demand and supply curve intersect, We will call it as equilibrium price and quantity. Now in this case, what is happening to demand? Demand is increasing? No, demand is decreasing. So if demand decreases to the left, that is D1. If demand is going to the left, then prices will decrease, quantity will also decrease, prices fall, quantity fall. Yes or no? Now tell me what will happen in case number 3 and 4. This is your case number 1. This is your case number 2. In case number 3, demand will remain constant, supply will increase. Case number 4, demand will remain constant, but now supply will decrease. So earlier there was a shift in the demand curve. Now there will be a shift in the supply curve. So first of all, we need to draw the demand curve and the supply curve. Wherever demand and supply intersect, that is the equilibrium price. Yes or no? So this intersection is equilibrium price and quantity. Now supply curve will shift to the right. So S1, we get new equilibrium E1, P1, Q1. So price falls, quantity rises. Now in case number 4, again draw the demand curve and the supply curve. Wherever they intersect is the equilibrium price and quantity. Now supply curve will shift to the left. So leftward shift of the supply curve results into a new equilibrium E1 where prices are rising and quantity will fall. So price rises, quantity falls. Yes or no? Are we clear or not clear? Have you all understood or not understood? Now, in the above two cases, demand change. Next two cases, supply change. What is there is a simultaneous change in demand and supply. So, what is case number 5? Demand increases, supply also increases, but the proportion of demand is greater than the proportion of supply. So now, in this case, both demand and supply curve will change. So I will draw a pair of axes. This is your demand curve. This is your supply curve. Both the points intersect. We will call it as equilibrium price and quantity. Now demand increases, demand curve will go to the right. Hey everybody, are you all there? Are you all understanding? Are we clear? Demand will go more to the right because the change in demand is large. So this is D1. Now supply also increases but in a smaller proportion. So S1. Now wherever D1, S1 intersect, that is the point of equilibrium E1. So price rises, quantity also rises. Now in case number 6, demand increases, supply also increases, but this time the change in supply is greater. So supply increases in a greater proportion. So first draw the x-axis and the y-axis. ये है हमारा डिमांड कर्व. This is our supply curve. Wherever both intersect is the original equilibrium price. Yes, everybody. Now demand increases, but the increase in demand is in a smaller proportion. So demand increases, but it will go only little much, not too much to the right, only little. So this is D1. Supply increases, but in a greater proportion. So this is S1. And wherever D1, S1 intersect is the new equilibrium. Price P1, Q1, price falls, but quantity increases. And the last possibility is case number 7. Demand increases, supply also increases, but both increase in the same proportion. Yes, everybody. Now again we will draw a pair of axes. We will have a demand curve which is a downward sloping curve, supply curve which is an upward sloping curve. Wherever both intersect is the equilibrium. Now we need to draw demand curve to the right, supply curve also to the right, both in the same proportion. So this is D1. This is S1. The proportion of both the demand curve and supply curve is the same. So prices remain constant, quantity increases. It is E1. A yes or no? Understanding or not understanding? So what do you observe in all the three cases? Can I say in all the three cases one thing is common? Quantity increases. In case 5, 6, 7, Q1 is to the right. So when demand increases, supply also increases. When both demand and supply increases, quantity will increase. Price may rise, price may fall or remain constant. That depends on the proportion. Bolo yes or no? Are we clear? Have we understood? Everybody in the chat box, please reply. Everyone, Faridul, Preeti, Vasant, are we all clear? So let's go to MCQs. With this, we have completed the entire chapter number 4. All the important concepts have been covered. If you have doubts in any other concepts, you can definitely let me know. I will help you. Lovely. Chalo. In the first MCQ, you are supposed to find marginal revenue. So price quantity. Price is 20, quantity is 9. Price is 19, quantity is 10. We will get total revenue. ரொம்ப நல்ல இருக்கு. சாப்பிட்டலே? Did you all சாப்பிட்டலே? சாப்பிட்டலே இல்லை? Hungry. So 20 into 19 is 180. 19 into 10 is 190. The formula for marginal revenue is delta TR upon delta Q. So MR is equal to TR of 10 minus TR of 9 upon 10 minus 9, which is 190 minus 180 upon 1. Therefore, your answer is C for question number 1. Yes, everybody. Next one. Your total revenue is equal to 1 lakh. Explicit cost is equal to 75,000. If you could have gone somewhere else, worked somewhere else, you would have earned more. Implicit cost is 30,000. So explicit plus implicit total is 1,05,000. That means you are earning an economic loss. Your answer is A. Third one. Which of the following statement is false? The answer is D. Accounting profit is total revenue minus implicit cost. No. What is the formula for accounting profit? It is total revenue minus explicit cost, because the word is accounting profit. Question number 4. Demand decreases, supply also decrease. So we had recently done the case where demand and supply both were increasing. If demand supply both increase, quantity increases. So in this question, they have asked demand and supply both decrease. Therefore, your answer will be quantity decreases. The answer is D. Next. If income is less, demand will be less. If number of sellers are reduced, supply is less. So demand and supply both are decreasing. In the next case, technology is latest, so supply increases. Consumers have more utility, therefore demand increases. So demand increases, supply increases. They have not given proportion. So one thing is for sure, that quantity will increase. Price cannot be determined. For price, we need to know the proportions, whether it is greater, lesser, or equal. Yeah, are we clear? Next, who can become a monopoly? So answer is all of the above. You have a control over significant resource. Government has given you patent. Your cost of manufacturing is too less. Economies of scale. So your answer is D. Question number 7. Price taking firms means perfectly competitive market. Because you are termed, why are you considered small? Because the firm cannot affect the output through its decision. It cannot affect the market price through its output decisions. Therefore, you are comparatively small. Now, in monopolistic competition and perfect competition, both monopolistic and perfect competition are similar because in both market structures there is free entry, free exit. So the firm can only earn normal profits. Because of free entry and free exit, the firms earn a normal profit. Now, discriminating monopoly can be because of any of the above. Different consumers, different uses, different places. Next one, why is the perfectly competitive firm termed as price taker? Because an individual firm cannot determine the price, it cannot affect the market. So there are so many buyers and there are so many sellers that an individual firm cannot affect the market price. Now, under kinged oligopoly model, so when we drew the kinged demand curve, the above part is elastic, the below part is inelastic. So consumer respond more to a rise in price. More response means elastic. So where do you get the elastic wala part? Above the price. So the consumer's response to a price increase is more than the response to a price decrease. When price rises, the demand is elastic in case of a king demand curve, and when price falls, the demand is inelastic. So your answer is B. Now shutdown point. So if average variable cost is equal to price, this means AVC is equal to AR. At AVC equal to AR, you are just recovering your variable cost, so you can shut down. So your answer will be B. Average variable costs are equal to average revenue. But sir, they have given price, but you should know that price is equal to AR. Next one. Suppose if market price means AR. So AR is less than AC, but AR is greater than AVC, which means the firm is able to recover their variable cost. If the firm is able to recover the variable cost, what should the firm do? Continue to produce in order to minimize their losses. So this is a situation where C is greater than AR, but AR is greater than AVC. So the firm is able to recover their variable cost, and if a firm is able to recover the variable cost, it should continue to produce in order to minimize the losses. Next one, if price is less than AVC, so AR is less than AVC. That means you are not able to recover your variable cost. If you are not able to recover your variable cost, पहली फुर्सत में निकल, which means you should shut down since you are not even able to recover your variable costs. Now, in question number 15, they have asked you productive efficiency. Productive efficiency is at a point where your AC is minimum, and AC is minimum when MC is equal to AC. So this is your AC curve. This is your MC curve. When MC curve cuts the AC curve from below, it is called as productive efficiency. So your answer is C. Yes, everybody. Are you all there? Are you all understanding? Are we clear? Now, in the next one, they have asked allocative efficiency. Now, in the question itself, the answer is hidden. Thereby, cost of last unit. So, cost of last units means marginal cost. Cost of last unit. Last means marginal is exactly equal to the price. Price means AR. So your answer is C, where MC is equal to AR. Beta, we say that MC curve is the supply curve, AR curve is the demand curve. So when demand is equal to supply, we call it as allocative efficiency. When do we get allocative efficiency? When there is no surplus, when there is no scarcity, there is optimum utilization of resources. Yes or no? Understood, everybody. Next one, question number 17. Oligopolist means few sellers. So it has sellers more than monopoly. So who can charge the highest price? Monopoly is the highest price. Who will charge the lowest price? Perfect competition, because there are many sellers. Yes or no? So oligopoly comes between both of them. Monopoly highest price, perfect competition lowest price. So as an oligopoly, I will charge a price lower than monopoly and more than perfectly competitive market, which is your answer D. Less than the price charged by monopoly and more than the price charged by competitive market. Bolo, are we all clear? Next, when E is equal to 1, so you need to know a formula that MR is equal to AR into E minus 1 upon E. So I will substitute MR is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 1, which is equal to 0 upon 1, which is equal to 0. So your answer is B. Yes, students, are we all clear? Are you all understanding? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Understood. Very good, Vasan. So question number 19, the diagram is missing. So we cannot solve question number 19 because the diagram unfortunately has not been printed. We will go to question number 20. When the monopolist divides consumer into sub-market and charges different prices in different market, means it is based on location. And whenever the market is based on location, it is the third degree of price discrimination. Are we all clear? Question number 21. Which of the following statement is correct? Price rigidity is a feature of monopoly. No, it is a feature of oligopoly. Selling costs are possible under perfect competition. No, because they are a feature of monopolistic competition and oligopoly. Under perfect competition, factors of production do not move freely. Utter nonsense. Because perfect competition means there is perfect mobility given to the factors of production. So even C is wrong. Answer is D. An industry consists of many firms. Next one, question number 22. Monopolists' demand curve slopes downward. Why does the monopolist demand curve slope downward? Because industry's demand curve is the monopolist demand curve. Because firm and industry are same. So A is correct. He can influence price, correct. He can influence output, correct. So your answer is D. Then question number 23. Highly elastic, negatively sloped. So elastic means E is greater than 1. And greater than 1 is a flatter curve. This we get when substitutes are available. Therefore, it will be a part of monopolistic competition. The answer is B. Very good, Abdul. Next, question number 24. Selling costs are incurred under monopolistic competition. To attract customers, correct. To prevent customers from going to others, correct. To establish a superiority of its product vis-a-vis others is also correct. So your answer is D. Next, question number 25. King de demand curve in oligopoly explains price rigidity. So your answer is C. And the final MCQ, that is question number 26. A monopoly producer can control either price and output. So if either or option is not there, control over production as well as price, your answer is B. And with this, we have completed our chapter number 4. So we have some more time left. If you want me to explain any of the concepts, please go through. I'll wait for 5 to 7 more minutes. I'll just take a small washroom break and come back. In the meantime, y'all can just find out whatever are your doubts and write it in the chat box. I will come and solve those doubts from chapter number 4. And I hope you all have understood today's class. So I would love to have a comment. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon. I'll come back after a small washroom break. In the meantime, I want you all to post your doubt in the chat box. I should be back in the next 2 minutes. Yes. Do we have any doubts? No doubts in the chat box. So I think today's lecture is very much clear. We are done. Somebody has a doubt in question number 23. So beta highly elastic. Highly elastic means relatively elastic. Relatively elastic means E is greater than 1. And if E is greater than 1, it is because substitutes are available. And substitutes are available only under monopolistic competition. See beta, in perfect competition you get a horizontal line. Whereas in monopolistic competition you get a downward sloping flatter curve. So Preeti, price rigidity is a concept under oligopoly. And in an oligopoly, if you are the dominant firm, then you can attain price leadership. So whatever price you set, others will follow that. Being the leader in terms of setting the price is called as price leadership. Under price rigidity, you can neither increase the price nor reduce the price. You need to keep the same prices. So rigid prices. Okay, Faridul, wonderful. Preeti, I hope your doubt is also clear. If anything else, please let me know in the chat box. Okay, Preeti, that's wonderful. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to complete 3 chapters. Chapter 1, Chapter 5, and Chapter 10. Major focus on 1 and 5. 10 is not very important. It is informative chapter, general knowledge based chapter, not something which has a lot of importance in exams. So tomorrow's class you all are supposed to come prepared with chapter 1, 5 and 10. So by tomorrow's class we will be done with 6 chapters, 1 to 5 and 10th chapter. Almost 60% of your syllabus. Then after that we will do 1 chapter each for chapter 7, chapter 8 and chapter 9. All the best, Preeti. So tomorrow what time are your prelims? Thank you so much, Vasantaraj. All the best for your exams. Do well. Take some time out. Maybe after the exam you can prepare for some time because the lecture is at 7:30. So if you give the exams early in the morning, you will be able to get your answers. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon. Ta-da! Not necessarily, Preeti. It can be more than 40 marks also. There is no weightage which is given to macroeconomics. Rammanalla irukku. Thank you so much, Vasant. Bye bye. I'll see you all in the next class. It was wonderful having taken lecture with you all. I'll see you in tomorrow's class. Bye bye.